cause I believe in the truth. And I just wanna live good. I don't want no dirty secrets fighting me and you. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time.
If I give it the shoulder, you know? That's how I go on. Hold the shoulder, no? Hold the shoulder. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Sunrise. Carnival is a time for celebration, and two brands, Smirnoff and GenXs, are making it even more exciting. This partnership is about more than just sponsorship. It's about shaping the Carnival experience with fresh, unexpected elements that elevate the Reveler experience. Let's hear from Smirnoff brand manager, who is no stranger to Sunrise, Khadine Hylton, and another no stranger, Director of GenXs Carnival, Keena Johnson, and GenXs DJ Jam Don in the building to learn all about this dynamic duo and combination. Good morning.
Good morning.
We like when they're here, you know, it just bring up vibes. It's good to have you here again, as always. All right, so let's jump into it and let me find out from you. No, Khadine. Smirnoff. Let us talk.
Life of the party.
I mean,
Life of the party.
I party, you know.
Yeah.
Tell me what makes Smirnoff a great fit for a partnership with a GenXs in a Carnival season like this.
Yes, you know, only yesterday I was saying to Keno, I cannot remember a time in Jamaica when Smirnoff hasn't been a part of Carnival. And I really think that the partnership with GenX works for us because we're able to leverage this in different ways. Every year consumers come, patrons come, revelers come, they're looking for something different. You know, Carnival Day is a big part of Carnival, but it's not just that. It's what happens before, it's the cool down after, it's the entire season. So for Smirnoff, we're able to do several things. One, we started our mix and mass competition, which is where we engage like the bartenders to create the best cocktail for Carnival. And we did that this time around, so a couple weeks ago. And then after that, what we do, we take those cocktails and we go to our customers, like all what we call the key entrees, like those sports bars and bars all around the country. And we do these mixes and we invite our consumers to come in. But further than that, you have a chance, and this is where we really work and maximize and level up with GenX now. You have a chance to win Carnival costumes, GenX costumes, money, like 500 US, coolers with Smirnoff products in it, and just your whole kit for Carnival, and that's a weekly prize, right? You also have the opportunity to then join GenX later down in the year at Miami Carnival. So you see how the partnership works over time. And our consumers, all they have to do is purchase Smirnoff Carnival, Smirnoff 750 ml or 200, or go to the cocktail, the outlets that are doing these cocktails, and purchase your cocktail and enter to win.
And I
Simple
tell you no lie,
steps.
that has a buzz.
It does have a buzz.
I like that. I like that. Here, let me find out from you, Mr. Carnival himself. First of all, costumes are still available.
A few, very few are still
Very few are still available.
We have the Sunseeker, which is the t-shirt section, the shirt, your hat, your shorts, and then a local designer, Cherise Dixon. She has a few left in her section called Liza. So very few, less than 50.
Yes.
Less than 50?
Yes.
So we have to run, go get it. No.
GenXsJamaica.com and be one of the last 50 masqueraders.
But let me find out. If, say, I'm somebody who, I jump every year. I'm a pro, you know? What can I expect that might be a little different this year, or even for the first time, or what's the experience going to be like for me with GenXs?
2025 is GenXs, Kingdom of the Sun, and Smirnoff. When they sign on and sign up, it's not just cash or kind, it's a whole experience. I'm blocking the sign, but it says we do Carnival. Nadine and the team lives that through and through, because when you step into a fest, step into a party, you hear your playlist, you hear your songs, you've done it before.
Yeah.
With GenXs, it is supreme experience of not just alcohol, food, and other hydration, but we also have the top tier DJs. One of our young dragons, Jam Don is here. And we've, for example, the last 3 years, we've touched DJs from over 19 different countries. So yes, soca is Caribbean-centric, but we want to ensure that your ears are enjoying the party. You're serenaded not just by what is hot and buzzing, but DJs who can read the crowd, relate, and tell a story from fete to fete to fete, from Juve to road match and so on. And then, not to brag, with Smirnoff and team, we have the baddest DJs and artists on the road. Bunchy Garland himself will be at GenXs Immortals Juve.
Yes.
And on Sunday, Carnival Sunday, you might have heard of this band called Kess the Band.
Oh,
So they'll be here as well.
I've heard a few times. One and two.
Greatest Ben over,
Yeah,
the
man.
Prince of Steam, young brother. He was here a few weeks ago. He'll be back. He'll be on the road with GenXs. And it's just all about the supreme experience where we give offerings to our masqueraders beyond the regular atypical fete or road march.
Nadine, Smirnoff has been in the party scene, in the carnival scene. How do you see Smirnoff as a brand continuing this partnership, bringing new things to the road or to these experiences? How do you see it continuing to shape carnival experience in Jamaica?
So one of the things that we've noticed over the years, you know, how people consume the beverages of choice has changed, you know, especially with younger consumers. They are experimenting, they like cocktailing, they like to drink a certain way. They're also a whole lot more into the lifestyle kind of occasions. And so we listen to our consumers, and what, as Kina would have said, we curate this whole experience from morning to evening, planning how we're going to do that. We know when we're going to serve cocktails. So we do a lot of mixes. We also tell people how to have a simple drink. So for example, you know, vodka and thing is a everyday thing, but we also talk about living and drinking responsibly, right? And we teach our patrons how to do that. So we'll encourage you to, if you're going on the road, you need to prepare, you need to get fit, you know, make sure you can do the stretch. You also need to make sure you're hydrating. And so our lunch stop is also created almost like a spa. When you've done half day on the road, you'll come in, you'll get those low-no drinks, so no alcohol. We do lots of special things, make sure that you're ready for the next set.
Sounds
and then we hype you up, rejuvenate you, and then we hype you up again for the next part of the road. So we take, to answer your question directly, we take into consideration what our consumers really want to be experienced on the road. And what we go for is that, like myself, I can talk about years ago when Smirnoff was on the road with Carnival. That's my experience. Now I'm the brand manager. I want for when our revelers leave, next year they'll be like, oh, I have to come back, you know? We have to be with Smirnoff. Yes. Yeah, so we take those things into consideration. We also partner with our other brands who come on board. This year we've launched a new grapefruit flavor for Rum Stripe. So that's unique and only GenXs consumers would have had it first. We launched it when we launched the band. And so, you know, there are opportunities that we're able to leverage with GenX, and we try to look for unique things that makes our revelers feel extremely special.
Well, I know what one thing that makes us all feel special on the road, inside, outside, is the music.
Yes.
DJ Jamda, talk to me about your experience providing the vibe, because the vibe is very important in a carnival, you know, or all things soca. What's that like? You feel pressure? You enjoy it? How you feel about it?
It started out as pressure, but then I got more into I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the easiest thing and the hardest thing about carrying the vibe of a soca party?
The hardest thing I can say is to read a crowd.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely reading a crowd. Once you have that skill though as a DJ, you're gone.
So what's the easiest thing then?
Easiest thing is to just enjoy the music.
I love
Really and
it.
truly.
I love it. So do you ever feel like, first of all, who do you think is the best audience member for a soca party? Just anybody, any type of person, or it takes a special personality?
There is no special personality. It's just everybody. Definitely.
And I'm sure, Kino, you would agree.
Yeah, we would agree that, so Carnival is about culture, it's about woman, it's about pageantry, and we at GenXs ensure that we can touch every walk of life. Every kind of person. If you are interested in Carnival, it's a safe space, it's a happy space. And dare I say, when we get the DMs, the emails, the barbershop shout-outs, yo, my boss, you know, so last year, if we could have do this and do that, we say, okay, the DMs, we actually, we were counting. Last week, we did over 900 direct messages and emails for patrons, masqueraders, just asking questions about Smirnoff, GenXs Kingdom of the Sun 2025. And dare I say, with persons like Nadine leading the charge with Smirnoff. And she's more humble than with
No,
me.
you don't have to tell me, man. We know it's a Nadine thing loud, you know. That don't make you fool. It's loud.
1997.
Tell me though, there are some upcoming events. Who is going to tell me? What are some of these upcoming events that we can
Well, let's just zone in on Carnival week.
Okay.
Carnival Thursday, we're starting at Janga's for touchdown with our partners Lil. They're out at Trinidad, the Mecca, so they know how to rail party. And on Friday is the newest, freshest party called Friday Jam. Yes, Friday Jam. That's GenXs with Lil again from out of Trinidad and Soca Camp team, which is Jamaica based. Then early morning, we shall wake up at 3 a.m. and head to GenXs Immortal Juve. Water, paint, powder, all that excitement. We take a little break and then we get glammed up, dolled up, come back on the road, and it is GenXs Kingdom of the Sun, where Smirnoff on the team will be
leading the charge.
Truck after truck after truck, chipping along the streets of Kingston and St. Andrew. And then we don't stop because we're here in the 876, the land of wood and water. Why not have a 2 catamaran cruise out to Lime Cay? It's called Ocean X. So we're going to be sailing to Lime Cay on Monday morning on 2 catamarans. And then that docks into another party called Excess Sunset.
No,
so all 300 people hop off the boat and meet another 2,000 folks out there by Grand Hotel Excelsior, Port Royal. And we just enjoy. It's supposed to be a cool down. But when Nadine and the team comes through, when jammed on the wheels of steel, it's a different kind of GenX experience.
I feel like I need to go take a nap already. Just in preparation.
You need to join us.
We're going to do it.
It's how we do Carnival. It's what we're encouraging our patrons to do this year. Join us wherever you can, whether it's a pop-up lead-up, whether it's one of these amazing events that we have going on, whether it's at Carnival Week, whether it's on the road, whether it's after, you know, or if when Kes is doing his show and we have a new home at Emancipation Park this year, that's where we're starting. So we're in the gardens. It's a good look, good feel. It's how we do Carnival. We're encouraging persons to be yourself. That time of year where you can just let go and do that.
Free up.
But of course, join us. We'll teach you. Come see us. We'll also let you know we want you to do that by drinking and living responsibly.
Awesome. Awesome. Sunrise family. Come on, we have a truck on the road, man. Hey, chipping on the road. I just aged myself. So I must say thanks to Khadine Hylton, Smirnoff brand manager, and Keena Johnson, director of GenXs Carnival, for stopping by. More Sunrise when we return from the break, and I'm gonna hand over now to the DJ Jam Don. Let's do it.
We have a truck on the road. We have a truck on the road. You better link me for a truck on the road. We have a truck on the road. We have a truck on the road. Have one big bad stick truck on the road.